this is absolutely going to change how you look at your marketing. What is it? Well, it's my 6-pillar planning method. Hey, I'm Sarah from The Den, and I help performing arts schools to grow and scale their business whilst having a life outside of it. Now, bit of a bold statement, right? This will change how you look at your planning completely. So when I created the 6-pillar planning method, just last year actually, I created it for me because I was struggling with the multiple projects that I had going on. Now, if you think about this, I was a dance school owner. So therefore, I was dealing with a show. My school didn't do exams or competitions, but if it did, you'd have exams, competitions. You're dealing with merchandising. You are dealing with potentially events that you're doing like fates or community things and all the rest of it. Then you've got like all these little satellite things. Then you've potentially got additional income things like workshops or like, you're taking them to a convention or to perform in a London theatre or Disney or somewhere like that, okay? Then you've got the actual business that you're trying to run. So you're looking at the marketing, the finance, the organisation. That's without your class prep, actually, turning up and actually delivering what it is that you say you do. So you've got what I'll call all these little satellite things going, and they all move at different paces, and they've got numerous moving parts to them. So if you think about a bicycle, right, okay, and you've got a bicycle going round, and the bicycle, I don't know, but let's just say it's got 100 parts. And most of these, some are fixed, but a lot of them are moving. Okay, like the brakes move, the wheels move, the pedals move, certain bolts have to move. And if you've got 10 bikes, all trying to go the same direction, and you're trying to steer these bikes, but you have to let that one go for a little bit because you've got to go and steer this one. What's going to happen is that maybe a few of them will go off course, maybe a few of them are going to crash. Or they're certainly going to be going different times. And then you've got maybe a spoke becomes loose and you've got to stop and you've got to go and constantly, you've got to go and fix that so that you can start it going again. So you've got all of these little bikes going all their own little way. Those are your projects. That's your business. That's you trying to ride 10 bikes. Okay, that's epic. All right, epic. And a lot of us as entrepreneurs, we all sit there and we go, oh my God, we're juggling so many balls in the air and all the rest of it. But if you're a plumber, yes, you're dealing with marketing, finances, delivering the job, quotes, ordering parts and stock control and all that business. But you're not going out and putting on a show with 300 children. And all the safeguarding and the licenses and the music and the set and the props and the lights and the costumes. There's something to talk about the costumes and the extra rehearsals and on top of everything else that you do it. Okay, so there's very few businesses that have it. Hairdressers maybe, yes, because they do competitions and they do shows and they do fashion things and all this. So yes, potentially them. But in our industry, it's quite, this project-based thing is something I'm trying to get everyone to sort of understand, that it's not just one business that we run, it's multiple. So think of these bikes all trying to move and you're trying to control all 10 of them at the same time. Now, ultimately, what's going to happen is in times of heightened stress, when a show, for example, or you're taking the children to perform in Disney, or, a massive world championships competitions, when you've got loads of things on your plate, it's going to be obvious at that particular moment in time that the other projects have to be parked just so that you can focus on this. Now, when you use my 6-pillar planning method, what it basically does is it looks at your year in 6 columns, obviously, because it's called 6, right? Simply 6, all right? The first one is personal. And it's the first column for a reason. We have a saying in my den, you come first. I always ask you to put your holidays, your breaks in first. And why? Because when you start adding in, term starts here, term finishes here, I've got a marketing campaign there, I've got to run a bring a friend week there, I've got a show there, I've got an exam there, I've got a competition there. And when you've finished with the year, you'll suddenly go, weekend off? For me? Is that possible? So you go in first. Because then if a competition comes in on that day, you have a choice. Either somebody else goes and does it for you, you delegate a parent committee to go and take it for you, or you don't do it. Okay? So, this is about breaking down what it is. And then when you've finished doing all the pillars, you can see quite clearly where you've got those moments of, hell, I've got exams, competition, show, and my term starts all in the same week. Is that feasible? No. So either something's got to give, right? Or your prep for the 4 things that are in that 1 week has to happen so far in advance and have everything ready. So all you have to do is press play and let it go, or get it scheduled or automated and let it go. And then you can potentially run the 4 things in 1 week, or the 3 things or the 2 things in 1 week. But then what it does is it breaks this down so you can actually go, hell, that's a lot going on there. I'm not going to have time to do all of this. But it all needs to happen. Therefore, that work has to happen here. And you bring that work forward to a time where you're quieter. That way you work in advance of yourself. You save yourself money by being able to, I don't know, order the balloons that you need for an open day. You know it's coming up, but you've done the prep for it 2 months in advance. So your leaflets are ready, so you don't need to pay next day delivery. So your balloons are here. Everything's ready for you. You just need to go, bam, and go. There's no panic over it. Can you see where I'm going? This reduces the stress. It reduces the juggling. It also saves you money. But also by doing this, using my Ultimate Prime marketing guide, right, okay, which literally just reminds you about certain marketing campaigns that you should be doing throughout your year. By using that, you can drop these in advance. So you know that this is coming up. Again, you can prep it in advance. You're ready to go. Versus, oh, I know I should be doing that, but I've run out of time. I'll do it next month. And then next month comes and you've run out of time. And then you do it the next month. But then the timing's wrong. So it's too late. You're in August. You can't do bring a friend in August because you've got no classes to bring friends to. You're going to have to wait till September now. And then you've missed that boat. Do you see what I'm saying? So you could be missing out on money. A lot of money. By not prepping in advance. If you're going to run, the way I teach my members to run a Bring a Friend week, it is an in-depth, quite detailed week. It's not just a, yeah, bring a friend next week. There's a lot more to it than that. To really maximize that day. But in order to do it, you've got to have the prep to have done it. Does that make sense? It needs that build up. It needs that lead up. There's no point saying to everyone, oh, you can bring a friend tomorrow. It's too late. All right. So let's stop doing things on the fly and let's be more organized with it. And that's where this bad boy comes in. All right. So you not only get the tracker, so you get the physical version, which breaks down. Once you've done the yearly 6 pillars, it then goes down to weekly. So you know exactly each week what you should be working on. This then tracks how you are doing on your 6 pillars. So you can keep marking it. Yes, I've done that. No, I didn't manage that. So that now needs to go to that week. Do I need to review my pillars? Yeah, it keeps you on track to get those goals. All right. So it will change the way you look at planning. Big statement, I know. Game changer is what my members call it. It takes the pressure off. The stress is gone. It's like a backup plan to you. It's like a, oh, all right, yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. And then if you get down and you sit at your desk and you go, I don't know what I'm doing, you go, what do my pillars say? Yeah. Give us a follow, give us a like. I'll drop the link in to go and buy your pan.